I'm going to give you the facts about what's going on with the housing market. A lot of people are saying that the housing market is going to crash. There's a lot of talk on the YouTube on, hey, this market is going to crash. And, I'm about facts and data. And I kind of wanted to share what's going on with the real estate market just with you, just in case you're thinking about making a move, because you know what? It is a hard decision. Goldman Sachs stated that the Phoenix housing market was going to crash like 2008 levels. Well, my friends, that is just not the case. As you can see here, we are in a rise right here in 2023 as far as home prices. Let me just take this off so you can see the data here. And a lot of great information. Okay, a lot of great information I'm going to share with you today. So the Crawford Market Index kind of like tells us what's going on with the real estate market. If it's a buyer's market, a balanced market, or a seller's market. And I wanted to jump in here and let you guys know that right now we are in a so-called seller's market. Now, we are in a seller's market because we have a little bit less inventory and more demand. But right now we are currently in a seller's market. You can see 2023. We are right here where this arrow's at. And if it was a buyer's market, we would be below this line of 100. Okay. Now, let's continue here. What should you do is when to buy and when to sell. Well, here's a price chart for you so you can see what's going on with the real estate market, right? So this is kind of like you would put on an investor mindset. Now, if I was going to do something as an investor or a seller to make as much money as possible, this is kind of the chart that I would follow to buy, sell and buy, move, whatever it is that you want to do in for your house, for your investment properties, whatever that is. So let's go back to the chart here. Now, you always want to sell at the top of the peak, but coming downward because prices are going to fall right here. Okay. And then you want to buy before it's going up. That's where you're going to make the most profit. Okay. Now, of course, you have the 2-year timeline where you have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay taxes. Talk to your tax advisor on that. But this is kind of a chart you want to follow. If you're going to say buy here, you're going to wait. Okay. Sell after about 2 years, buy on right here in the downward trend, sell on the upward and trending downward, downward heel going down as far as the selling on the downward market, and then obviously buy at the bottom. So I wanted to share this chart with you. If you're thinking about buying or selling, this is a chart you kind of want to follow when you're making that decision. And number two is you can't really ultimately say, hey, I'm just going to follow this chart, Victor, that you gave me, and this is when I'm going to buy and sell. You're going to buy and sell when the need is for you, right? Maybe you've outgrown the house. Maybe you want to relocate to a different area. You're working for a different company, a different school, etc. So just keep that in mind. But that's kind of the chart that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. Crawford Market Index. We are in hot seller markets. We got Chandler, Fountain Hills, Glendale, Phoenix, Gilbert. All of these top 14 are sellers markets. The only buyer market we have right now is Queen Creek, and strong buyer markets are Maricopa and Buckeye. This is where you're going to get the best deals is Maricopa and Buckeye. And why? Because they are far away from the city. The more you move away from the city, of course, the better pricing you're going to get as far as a home, because you're going to have to travel quite some time. Queen Creek is just south of the city of Phoenix, Arizona. There are some good deals as well out there. But of course, we're still waiting for some kind of small freeways to get built out there so you can kind of make your way into the city as well. So if you're living in Queen Creek, Maricopa, and Buckeye, and you're thinking about selling your house, it is a buyer's market. You're going to get hit on price, seller concessions, etc., because that's the most affordable cities right now as far as home buyers right now. Okay, so let's take you back right here. Emerging job centers. Okay, this is where there's a lot of employment. This heat map right here is, we know TSMC is a big one in North Phoenix off the I-17 and the 303. I mean, all of this in this area off the 303 heading towards Surprise, West Phoenix, and up here, it's gonna be booming. And prices are not cheap up north because of the lack of land. But you can see here this is where all the companies are moving into right here in Phoenix. Of course, we got Intel and Chandler. But if you're looking to move where there is going to be a lot of growth, you want to screen capture this and snap a picture of that and try to relocate into those areas, especially if you're moving from out of state coming into this area. This is a great chart for you to kind of purchase in these areas. Especially if you're working for TSMC. I've had 2 people reach out for me from YouTube that are moving close to TSMC, and we're helping them buy their house up there. Now, I kind of want to move this pretty quick because there's a lot of stuff I want to go into, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to be respectful of your time as well. So inflation, the Fed is trying to get to inflation for 2%. Well, as you can see from this chart, we have a long ways to go, and I love it. Tina Tamor, she puts dang it on there. It's just pretty funny. Okay, so in order for us to get to 2% inflation, we have a long ways to go. We are still running very, very high. Okay, the next chart are mortgage rates. Mortgage rates have been declining, as you can see here. On October 7th and 9th, we are at 7%. We have declined, and now we are currently in the 6s. Okay, if you want a great website to look at interest rates, I think I've shared it plenty of times. If you go to mortgagenewsdaily.com, okay, you click mortgage rates here, you do the 30-year right here, it gives you the entire chart, and you can see we're right now at about 6.39 for interest rates right now. And yes, I know you're gonna say it, Victor, these are so high. These rates are so high. Well, they're not really that high if you look at history. You have just been programmed, I have been programmed that rates should be in the mid-2s to 3.5%. But that's not going to happen because of stroke of the pen. The federal government can change their ways and their decisions at any time. On the positive note, though, FHA loans are back, my friends. FHA loans are back. January 2023, FHA loan limit increased to $530,150, and they've dropped the mortgage insurance premium as well. Okay, I believe it's 0.08. Don't quote me on that. If you're a lender, drop it in the comments below for me. Help me out. Got a lot of stuff going on here. April 10th, 2023, the FHA 30-year fixed rate was at 5.88% and conventional is 6.34%. This is why a lot of people are using the FHA loan. It's just cheaper. The interest rates are a little bit better and the payments a lot more decent. And you can actually, if you're an FHA buyer, you can actually ask up to 6% of the sales price for closing costs. Now, you can ask for it. That doesn't mean you're going to get it. Because if you look at the other chart, we're in a seller's market. If agents are actually educating their sellers, they'd be like, hey, we're in a seller's market. People think we have a lot of inventory. We actually don't have that much inventory, to be honest. And the inventory that is out there, it's not looking too good, just to be honest. Okay, just keeping it real. Now, we're talking about the source of listings, okay? The surge of listings. If you look at my website, freeagentproperties.com, you search for a house, if you go to Zillow, Realtor.com, whatever it is, you can see that the homes out there are not looking too good unless you get up to the price point about $550,000. Okay, about $500,000, they start looking pretty good. I think right now, about $475,000, they start looking really, really good. So I want to show you this. This is very important. If you're thinking about doing something, look at this, folks. 2023, we have new listings of 23,937. Okay, now this is the chart. Okay, this is April 10th of 2023. As you can see, we are the lowest new listings count over 23 years, folks. Over 23 years, we don't have that many homes for sale. Now, active listings, excluding under contract or contingent, we are here. We're the third lowest count in over 18 years, folks. We don't have that many homes for sale. It just keeps on getting worse and worse. And I'm telling you, it's not worse and worse. It's just that people are making really sound decisions right now. Okay. So fourth lowest count in over 18 years of all listings under contract in the regional multiple listing service. Okay. Now, let me touch base on this one. People are only going to sell when they need to sell. It's no more of riding the wave, putting your house in the market, making that 150 to 200 to 300,000, going buying a house at a low rate and pocketing the money. Because now rates have increased. So people who actually have a 2.5 to say 3.5 to 4% mortgage, they look and they're sitting in their 2,000 to 3,000 square foot house and they're thinking like, man, in order for me to sell and go buy another house, not only am I going to downsize, I'm going to pay some more money and my interest rate's going to be higher. Okay? That's going to take a decision, a financial decision, and it's got to be a decision for that seller to be like, hey, I think I'm just going to stay put for a while. Put some bunk beds in the room. The kids can stay there. Put an air mattress in the bottom. The other kid can stay there. We're going to hang out here for a while because we're in a good location until another baby pops out and they got to move to a different house. So it's got to be motivated to the seller, if you know what I mean. I use kids because I got kids. Okay. Don't take it personal. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. It's got to be beneficial for the seller to actually say, like, you know what? I'm putting my house on the market because I'm leaving to Texas. I'm putting my house on the market because I'm leaving to Portland, Oregon. I'm putting my house on the market because I don't want to work at Intel. I'm going to go to TSMC because they're going to pay me more. Stuff like that. That's why you're seeing homes out there that don't look too good for sale and the prices are higher. So you have to make a really good decision. And that's what we brainstorm here on the whiteboard, on my Zoom, whenever you guys want to make that decision. Moving forward to the other chart. What about the foreclosures? What about the foreclosures? As an investor, I watch this chart a lot. These are pre-foreclosures, not foreclosures. This is when the bank sends a notice to trustee saying, hey, Victor, you haven't made your payment and we're going to start the foreclosure process. So you have 90 days to either catch it up or we're going to foreclose on your butt. Completed foreclosures. Now, back in 2008, we had all this right here. Man, it was pickings. Like you write an offer, get it under contract, boom, you're done. But look at this chart. So when YouTubers are saying all these foreclosures are coming, I come in and I look at this chart and I'm like, where are the foreclosures? Because I would love to pick one up and I'm getting outbidded. I'm getting outbidded everywhere. Anything I put an offer on, I'm getting outbidded. So if you could tell me where I can find me some foreclosures, like over here, that would be excellent. And I'd have a big smile on my face. Not because the seller's going to foreclosure, of course, because I could make some kind of profit, man. It's a little difficult out here. Okay? Okay. Now, a lot of people have been saying, what about all the new construction? There's homes on the West Valley. There's homes on the North Side. There's homes on the East Valley. There's homes in the South Side. There's homes everywhere, Victor. We're overbuilding for our population. We're overbuilding for our population. Look at these permits. There is not a whole lot. There's 1,359 permits since February of 2023. I got a question for you. How many people move to Phoenix every week or like every day? It's like 250 people come in a day. Now, we only have 1,359 people, 1,359 permits. That is not going to cover everybody who's moving to Phoenix, okay? So just letting you know, there's a shortage of homes here for sale in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm just keeping it real with you because Data never lies. Data never lies. Okay, let's see here. So the market cycle, okay? I love Tina. Tina, if you're watching this, I love you. This is all you, girl. I love your charts. I love your comedy. It's good. Okay, where's skepticism? You're right here. Okay, so we were back here. We came all the way down, and now we were in despair. Okay, now we're in skepticism. Now we're hope, relief, optimism. So the market is going back up. Okay, it's going back up, guys. It's going back up. So if you're looking to make some type of move, you have to be educated on what's going on with the market, for one. Number two, you got to know your affordability. And number three, if you're selling a house, you got to know what you're going to net. If you're in that seller's market, if you're in that buyer's market, we're starting to see multiple offers. Okay, we're starting to see multiple offers. Now, we're not talking about 20 to 30. We're talking 2 to 5. If your house looks nice, shows nice, it's a great location, it's priced right, the marketing is fantastic with photos, with copy, okay? Look up the word copy in the definition. That's what I use, copy. If you're using video with YouTube and YouTube ads and Facebook retargeting ads and sending it to different states, your realtor knows that are coming in. Oh, these people are moving in. I'm going to hit them over here with a couple of Facebook ads, a couple of YouTube ads. Oh, man, you get some exposure. Now, I'm not saying, but there's this guy named, I think his name is Victor, with freeagentproperties.com. I think he knows how to do all that. And so does his team. So just letting you know, just throwing it out there just in case you guys are thinking about doing something. But anyways, let's go to the last slide because it's 18 minutes and 37 seconds because data doesn't lie. Okay. Last slide. I'll wrap it up here, guys. Wrap it up here with the Crawford report giving us all this great data. I'm going to move myself right here to the side. Let me make myself a little smaller so you can read. You want to snapshot this on your cell phone. Go right ahead. It's right there. The data never lies. There's the facts. Okay. We're back in a seller's market. Okay. Prices are going up. Okay. It's not like 2021 and 2022, but we're the fourth lowest level in the last 18 years as far as listings under contract. Active listings counts, we're the third lowest. That's why you're not seeing that many homes for sale. It's tough. If a house comes on the market and it's nice, looks nice, it's the feel, you got to attack it. And I'm sorry, you just have to go attack it because they're getting multiple offers. FHA is probably the best loan program for you. If you don't fall in FHA, you're going to have to go conventional. We're going to have to ask for that seller concession to buy down that rate. We're doing the same thing with FHA. Your loan limit for FHA for 2023 is $530,000. Okay. All these changes are made to help renters or somebody looking to buy a home to make it more affordable, especially with the interest rates and what's happening with the economy. Okay. FHA average mortgage rate is lower than conventional. You're allowed to ask for 6% in seller concessions versus 3% in conventional. Now, let me reiterate this. You can ask for it. It doesn't mean you're going to receive it from the seller, because if I'm the listing agent listing my client's property, I'm going to tell them, hey, it's a seller's market. You have a house that they want. We can negotiate the seller concessions. They do need some help to buy down the rate because affordability is kind of tough. You don't have to give the 6%. You don't have to. You might lose the buyer. You got to be okay with that, putting it back on the market. But you don't have to. So just think that through. Just think it through. Okay, have a really good discussion. Okay, mortgage insurance premiums were dropped by FHA in 2023 to make it more affordable. If you're a lender, comment below. Let me know. I think it's 0.08% of the sales price. So if you're looking for a house, that is your mortgage insurance premium. Don't quote me on that. I've not a lender, but I keep up with everything that's going on. I think it's 0.08%. It's in the back of my head somewhere. It's in the back of my head number. That number, 0.08%. It's in the back of my head. Why supply is declining so much? Well, insufficient new listings to offset accepted contracts and canceled expired listings. Lowest level of new listings at least 23 years. Now, People are not moving as fast as they wish. They're really deciding on what they're going to do because of price, because of rates, because of location, because of work. But I'm telling you, many people are moving into Phoenix and looking to buy. They do not want to rent because the rent prices are still high. And that's pretty much it for the real estate market. So if all these YouTubers are saying this is going to crash, that is not happening, folks, at all. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, okay, I gave you all the info for free while other real estate agents are telling you, hey, opt in, I'm going to give you the real estate market update. I just gave it to you for free on your newsfeed for free of what's going on, okay? Go check out my blog, freeagentproperties.com/blog. A lot of videos there. Again, freeagentproperties.com/blog. My phone number is right there, 602-615-1947. If you have any questions, I am centrally located for me and for my kids and for you too, right off the 60, right off the roll in Tempe, Arizona. You drop in my office. We could discuss real estate. We could discuss investing. If you're trying to do sub 2, I have a great person. His name is Rafa. We can help you with that as well. Big shout out to him. He's just killing it on the sub 2 game. And he's a big time investor. I'm a small time investor. But anyways, I'm always looking out for you. Go check out the Google reviews, Victor Huerta /realtor, freeagentproperties.com. Just put it in Google. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know what you guys are doing not subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's like a PhD in real estate.
That email address is victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you